Yeah, yeah. You can't even hear me. My bad. Zach, you still on, bro? I ain't trying to call you out, but I might need a favor if you still on. Try to talk about some hip hop. I'm trying to bring my other homies on here. And we having a time, man. We having a time. Yeah, this thing do here. Hey, Amp, go to my story. Well, no, not you, because you already in here. I might need a favor if you still on. Let me see. Turn that down. Yeah, when you come in, it should be an option that says request to join. Well, actually, it says that request to join. So request it. What's up, James? James, I might have to get you on in here to get this working. Let me see. Oh, is it my phone? Why is it giving me an option to bring you? I'm about to bring. All right, you in too, Coop. But James, it's giving me an option to bring you on for some reason, but nobody else. Can I bring you on for a second, brother? 2 seconds. Oh, I see you. I see a video. Let me see if it let me bring you on. Okay, you gonna teach us how to get this thing going. All right, let's see if it. I appreciate you, bro, too, because we having a problem. It says adding you. Let me check for my other drink. It say adding, but I don't see you. What up, man? What up, Josh? Long time no here. Hey, James, it said something about something. I don't know. We're gonna try it again. Bam,
There
you
we
in here.
go. There we go. What's up, man?
You in here. So, how did I just add you, man? Because I'm trying to add my other homies on here.
Man,
How did I add you on?
man, don't give me the line. I don't know how this stuff works.
Oh man, there's something in that liquor.
Yeah.
Oh man, you did you press something or
Yeah, it
something?
said, so whatever you did, it asked to join audio or join the camera. So you can
Okay,
join audio only or join the camera, and I
I
just hit
ain't
the
do
join.
nothing.
No, you did
Cuz you
something.
want to come on for a minute? I'm trying to get this thing figured out. So me and my partners was trying to get on here and go deep dive into this Kendrick versus Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
You know? No, I was talking to my cuz, but yeah, talking to you too.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Cuz
yeah.
you want to come
It's
on for a
been
second?
big. It's been big. I ain't really followed much of it, but you can't help but to hear about it all over social media.
Absolutely. It's going digital. It went Bobby digital, man. Let me see if my cuz want to come on. Can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Let me see what happened. It's let me add everybody except for the people that's supposed to be on here. Oh,
Oh, what's up? Somebody else just came in.
cuz.
What
That's
up?
my cuz right there. What's up, man?
What up, bro?
What's
This is my
going on, man?
OG hip hop cuz, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
This a,
yeah.
this the first person I ever saw with a CD. You know what I mean? This back in the day, I was like, you could be on a CD? You can have your own CD? QC
That's what's
fam.
up. That's what's up. That's what's
For
up.
sure. What's good with you, man?
Nothing, man. Chilling, man. Sitting here looking at the news. You know how we do.
Ain't nothing good on the news but the blues.
I know, right? A bunch of
Man.
bullshit.
That's it. That's it.
Mm,
How did you get on, man? Matter of fact, you know more about Facebook than me. I'm trying to add my boys, right?
yeah,
My original boys.
you sent me an invite, and all I did was accept it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I
you
think
just
it's
sent him an
automatically
invite.
doing that.
Yeah, yeah. You
I
sent
think
no,
it's
you hit something. Whatever you hit, and as soon as you say, "Bro, I want you to come on," that thing popped up and say join.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, because it gave me an opportunity to bring you on.
Yeah, yep.
It gave me an opportunity. Let me see something right quick. Because we in here, we're gonna talk about this Kendrick
And
versus
Drake,
Drake, man.
Drake killing
You
them,
already
bro.
know.
Drake killing them,
Huh?
man. Drake killing them off, bro.
Oh, you think Drake killed him?
What? Come on,
That's a
man.
different take.
That is a different take because
Man,
that's a
Drake
I've
killing
been hearing the
him,
opposite.
bro. Listen to Ken that first one, that first joint. I thought he was trying to make love or something. I ain't know what he was doing on that thing, man.
You talking about Kendrick?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I like Kendrick old flow. This new age, the stuff he be trying to do to sound like his cousin, Baby Keem. That's not my favorite version of Kendrick. But I do believe,
hmm
in terms of battling, hey, he threw some daggers at Drake. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely did. He
No
definitely
doubt,
did.
no doubt. Both of them now. I'm not saying that Kendrick is not dope. I'm not saying that, but I think
Right.
Drake edged him out with the way he coming at him. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he coming at him. He dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
that.
gonna have to call these. I'm gonna have to call these jokers on another app. I'm about to call them. I see. I think that well, hey, we got two new guys, man, which would be all in this. I think that when I say new guys, I'm supposed to have two other dudes on here.
right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? We can't get them in there, but I think that it, it was definitely a nice joke for hip hop. You know,
Oh
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
people back excited about it.
So
You
what
know what
you?
I'm saying?
Let me ask you all this: who you think is the best rapper right now? Now I've been asking guys this. This before this even jumped off like this. Who you think the best rapper right now? Like that can give you bars right now. That's rapping. That's rapping right now. That's doing it right now. Who you think could give you the best bars right now?
All right. Hold on. Go ahead, James. I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Go ahead, James.
I
Who you
don't
think
know,
giving the
man.
best bars right now?
I don't know. Um, I
That's
hadn't
that's relevant.
indulged in. I don't know. Who you think?
You want me to ask? You want me to answer that?
Yep.
I think Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne the goat right now.
See, I ain't heard nothing lately with Lil Wayne. That's why I didn't even answer because
What?
when you say
You
I t- when I
sleeping,
say I hadn't
bro?
heard any, what's that?
You sleeping?
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing lately. on none of that. Yeah, I ain't heard nothing he had lately.
You
You know,
ain't heard
that's
Collie
why
Grove?
that
You ain't heard Collie Grove lately? You ain't heard Collie Grove?
none of that. Nope.
Oh, you gotta look that
Mm-mm.
up. You muted,
What is it called?
bro. If you talking, you muted,
He
Jay.
know he muted.
I know. I'm
Okay.
trying to get my other compadres on here,
Oh, okay.
but but go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't want to stop the flow because we flowing now. We on, man. You can't stop a river. Once it's on, you just gotta let it roll. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm, mhm.
Well,
Hey,
it's
you don't
up.
stop. Don't
It's
stop
up
when you
to
got the
brother.
momentum.
Tell me who he think. Who he think. What's his? You know,
I,
opinion.
hey, I told hey Amp, you on you on the Instagram? Yeah, I brought y'all on the Instagram. I mean, y'all, we can't hear y'all, but I mean, we can't see y'all, but we can hear y'all. You know? Okay, y'all try to do that. I'm about to mute y'all right quick. All right. So, well, I'm a lord. My bad, cuz. What you say now?
Go ahead. I mean,
You was asking who hot right now. Who's the lyrical giant right now? That's what
yeah.
you asking.
Who you think? What's your opinion on who the guy right now?
I just said earlier that I was talking to somebody and I was telling them I was comparing the game now to how it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was telling them is I don't think there's that guy, and I don't think there will ever be that guy out of the new guys anymore. I don't think we ever gonna have a 50 Cent moment. Uh, 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 I don't think we ever gonna have a moment where you got that one person that all eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too many options now. So there's a whole bunch of artists out there. Probably the kind of the hottest right now. Not saying I think he the hottest is the Boss Man D-Lo. You know what I'm saying? But there's too many artists like that out there nowadays
Mm-hmm.
for one person to be the guy. I don't think we ever gonna have a Young Jeezy moment again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was one time when Jeezy, everywhere you went, you heard his album coming out the cars to the point where you didn't have to even buy the album. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
was focused on him. I don't think we're gonna have a moment like that no more. So I can't even say. I think everybody tapped into their own rapper, their own person they really rock with,
That's what I think.
and then
That's what I think. I think whatever like you said, there's so many options. People just
Mm-hmm.
got a style they go with, whatever they like, and then that's what they typically. It's just so much out. It's just so much. It's so much going on at this time. You think about everybody having their own platform now and able to show their talent and get out. You put. I mean, it's artists everywhere, and you literally are watching these jokers do their thing right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much out there. And for me, I'm old school, so I take I don't like I was telling your boy. I really couldn't answer that question. He was telling me about Lil Wayne got some stuff that's crazy. I ain't heard none of the new Lil Wayne got, or nobody knew,
Wow.
for the most part. Not, but I mean, I heard this stuff just on the strength of you couldn't swipe through social media without hitting, finding something on it. But for the most part, nah, man. You know how I be, Rush. I be locked in. I don't even do too much sports watching no more, man. I be locked in the studies and I don't
I
that
don't
that
either.
stuff be distractions, bruh.
I don't either. But Ant been going crazy.
Yeah.
Ant been going crazy. But I think that I don't think there's a guy. I mean, probably the last one was Lil Baby. You know, that was like the guy. Because
Mm-hmm.
everybody that you ask who's the guy, it's the same names that been the guy for 10 years. Future, Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole. You know, but they're not really new. They've
Right.
been in the game for forever. You know what I'm
Right. Right.
saying?
Right.
So I don't think there's a one main person no
Right.
more. You know,
Mm-hmm.
who you think, D?
Huh?
Who you think?
Who I think is like like I said, Lil Wayne, I think he goated. Like, you know what I'm saying? When
Right,
it comes to flow, just listening to this guy get on he on everybody's stuff, man. Like that's why I'm
right.
surprised y'all ain't heard him. Like he on everybody's stuff,
Talking
man.
about some new Lil Wayne.
Yeah, yeah. Collie Grove, man.
Yeah, I
Man,
definitely
you gotta look that up. You gotta YouTube
see him
that.
pop up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you talking about the one with him and Two Chains, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Going crazy on that, man. Going crazy on that. And did you hear his diss?
No,
You
he has a
hear?
disc.
Yeah, he backing Drake up since Rick Ross done jumped in it. You heard Rick Ross dissing Drake, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that.
he's been
I
he
think.
been being ignored a lot.
Yeah. So Lil Wayne then jumped in it now. Yeah, you gotta look that up, bro. You gotta listen to that. Lil Wayne went crazy on that, bro.
I missed that one. When did that drop?
That probably dropped last week, bro. Had to be last week because
Oh, okay.
I heard it last week.
So he jumped in and he on the disc too.
Yeah,
Who he
yeah.
dissing?
He dissing Rick Ross. He talking about I think the name of the shit is I don't like y'all niggas or something he be saying on there, bro. Y'all got to listen. You
I
got
check it
to.
out.
Yeah. Wayne went crazy on there. But yeah, man. I think Lil
Now,
Wayne will, if he gets in that thing, man, it's gonna be a whole nother level, bro. I like Lil Wayne. I think
Nah, Wayne Weezy,
dope. Yeah.
he definitely one of my top. Like shoot, that's all I used to listen to back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne, I just hadn't heard a lot of the stuff recent, anything he done come out with, and that goes for just about anybody, unless it's one of them hit records or something. It ain't too much I'm gonna hear new from too many people anyway. But yeah,
That's
now,
cool.
Dean, though, I want to know because you said because the original subject about Drake versus Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think Drake is up?
Ah.
Aside from money and whatever he didn't. Well, no.
I'm
Let me
I'm
not
basing
influence
it
your
off
answer.
of I'm basing it straight off of lyrical
Okay,
content and
okay,
how he coming. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
That's basically what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I didn't I really didn't feel Kendrick's first little thing that he came with. Um, I listened to it a few times. I was trying to like dig it, man. Just trying to feel where he was coming from with his diss. You know what I'm saying? I got the
Right.
lyrics though. I got the lyrics. I hear what he was saying, but it didn't feel aggressive. Let me just say it like that. It wasn't aggressive for me. You know what I'm saying? The way um Drake came. What's that joint called? Give me 50 push-ups or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, man, that he came on that one, man. He was talking some shit on that one. But like I said, I just didn't.
Hey,
Like I said,
Amp,
I didn't
go ahead. Go ahead.
get
My bad.
I didn't get Kendrick's the way he was coming. I didn't get it. It wasn't to me. It wasn't aggressive. It was like Mr. Nice Guy. I'm gonna talk shit, but I'm gonna be nice about it. You know what I'm saying?
So hold on, man. You think Kendrick calling the man a pedophile, saying you should die, is Mr. Nice Guy?
right.
I'm saying the way it came off though. Like I said, I got the lyrics, but it's just the way he came off. It was just I don't
To
know, man.
me, he was more lyrical. To me, he spit more. I remember when it first come out, people started like when you initially hear it, a lot of stuff go over your head on some of them, and then people come back and like, oh my god, oh.
Hmm.
I think he went deep with it. I think he went crazy. I'm gonna tell you that West Coast vibe on that last one or one of them last
Yeah,
ones, that
yeah.
like
Hmm.
forget the disc. That junk was fire. Like we vibed to that. I heard people playing that. People
Mm-hmm.
actually, you know what
It,
I'm saying? Like
it's
that's a
something
hit
about
record.
that.
That's a hit
It's
record,
something
bro.
about that song that get into your subconscious. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the Kendrick's last one because
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Drake Drake's record, the Family Matters.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the best one, the best song out of all the battle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something about that Kendrick that is hypnotic. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't been humming that Drake record or singing that Drake record, but that Kendrick is stuck in my head. I find myself humming it throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely caught with the people.
It's catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
I
All of
like
it is
Drake too,
subjective.
though.
You
I
know what
like
I'm
Drake.
saying? All of it is subjective. It's really on who you fucking with at the end of the day, though. You know what I'm saying?
yep. And a lot of people is rocking with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people rocking with Kendrick, I must say. It really was a little surprising to me, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, me
So what
But
you
it was,
what
because it normally
what
be a
you
popularity
what
contest,
you think
but
yeah,
nah,
about the J. Cole thing? Like when
him
I
stepping out
love
of it.
yeah.
I loved it.
Initially, honestly, I can't say I was like, I wouldn't emotionally like, oh, why you do that? But I was like, why you do that? Because it's kind of like if you're a big dog and then a challenge arises and then you kind of sidestep that challenge, it's kind of like, okay,
He just
you
on
know,
something different, man.
Look, man, I've been waiting on him to come back and say I was just bullshitting. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on any day for him to
you
drop
know,
something and say, "Man, I was
you
just
know.
playing, bro."
Hold
Like,
on, find a way in. Let me see. We can get you. Try, you gotta get in. Go ahead, cuz. Then,
yo,
yeah,
you
So
talking
go
to me?
ahead.
hold on, let me ask y'all something though.
Go ahead.
So understanding this rap battle, and it's just what it is. Do y'all
Mm,
not think with some of the allegations and some of the things that they're saying and this stuff that it don't bring the other person down? Literally, when I say bring them down, like just them their reputation and what for me, I felt like Cole took it as nah, like we on like why I got to come back at it's almost like it's instigated and a lot of it is and it's like yeah we want this, it's great for the culture,
mm-hmm.
but the reality of it is when you really hear about this man, like for instance Kendrick talking about the pedophile stuff and does that, like you literally are going, I mean ain't nothing off limits. So
Yeah.
when you really look at the overall picture of it, it's like some people say, "Man, it's right. This is what it is. Ain't nothing, But when you really break it down, it's like it's really tearing you tearing you tearing this man down.
Facts.
Like So I feel like it's like if it ain't gotta be, then why I gotta be that? Why I gotta be that? So I didn't mind him stepping. I didn't mind. I felt like he was like, man, the world just this stuff is instigated and they trying to push me to this. This ain't really
Mm-hmm.
what it is. Like I think what's the name did an interview. Charlemagne was doing Breakfast Club did an interview. They talking about how he didn't even believe what he was saying. He said he came back and apologized because he didn't believe. Talking about he fell off or some one of the songs was whack or something. I can't remember what it was, but nah, I don't know. It's just like that's probably he's probably been inspired through him with some of his stuff. Now you come back and gotta diss him and say all this crazy stuff that you probably don't even mean and tear him down if you ain't
Mm-hmm.
got to. I
I
don't
know,
know.
but
What
but look though, at the beginning, J. Cole big up Kendrick. Kendrick come back and said, "Fuck that. It's just me." You know what I'm saying? I'm the big. It's the big me. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Where then then J. Cole come back and fire at him. He dropped the bomb on him, and then for some strange, unknown reason, this nigga get in his own feelings and say, "I'm sorry." Who
I ain't
does
mad
that
at it.
though?
I wasn't mad at it. It's just, you know.
OV hole.
But ultimately, all this stuff makes these people money, though, right?
Yes,
All
that's
this
what
stuff,
it's
this stuff
about,
is
though.
streaming, and as they're posting this stuff, and it's hitting on, it's hitting. These are streams, right? YouTube's, all this stuff, right? This
Getting
stuff is making
millions
them
of
money.
dollars off of it, sitting at
Well,
home.
yeah. So, and you look at it that way, and then you can't say ain't nobody. It's all about the money. So at the end of the day, they all winning anyway. And
Right.
knowing that, I probably would took the battle on anyway. Shoot.
Heck yeah.
Because when you say win, when you say somebody won or somebody the battle, everybody won. Like didn't nobody lose. When people say, I seen Earn Your Leisure talking about how sometimes you got to sit it out because they felt like Drake had everything to lose.
Right.
So it's like, why you even do that? You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
was
Right.
looking at it like, and I feel the same way until it's like when you really look at the big picture, any publicity is good publicity when you on these high scale. You think about, I mean, if people talking about you, period. Think about how many rappers and other people we ain't even brought up. That really is just irrelevant. That we, but you still even a battle. We wouldn't even talk about. I mean, Kendrick is Kendrick,
Mm-hmm.
but look how relevant everything. Look how his name been. How many times his name been mentioned in the last whatever. If he do a show now, if he do a new album now, anything, you
Mm-hmm.
just boosted everything. You just boosted everything. So if it's all about the money, then I guess I see why. I don't see nothing wrong. You know, everybody win. Ain't nobody lose. When you say people say they felt like Drake should have sat it out and this, and the third, and Kendrick got him. But when you got him, then what happens? You think he gonna sell less? You think
Right.
his name
Right.
gonna be mentioned less? No,
Right.
no.
Nah. Nah. It just they doing
Yeah,
what they supposed to do.
yeah, they all win. And at the end of the day, Drake fans gonna be his fans, and Kendrick fans gonna be his fans.
Hmm.
And all they
Mm-hmm.
gonna do is go listen to more of their catalog,
Exactly.
play more of their music, you know,
Exactly.
and more money,
More,
you
Yep.
know.
more
Yep. Yep.
money.
Yep. More money. That's all it comes. That's
And
what I'm
that's
saying.
and that's the reason why I think Rick Ross jumped in it too. You know
That's
what I'm
why
saying?
everybody jumping in. You got to see between. You got to look between, read between the lines and all
Yeah.
of. We
That's why
consuming
that's
all
why
this,
Rick
but
Ross always jumping in everything talking about Wingstop.
yeah,
So,
We ain't stop.
yeah,
Lemon
you ain't
pepper.
got shit to do with you, bro. Wingstop. You know what I'm
Lemon
saying? Boss.
lemon pepper.
people be ready. People be ready to. People be ready for their name to get mentioned. What's the name said something about academic or whatever his name is.
You
Uh,
see your boy Simba trying to jump in it too.
Who he jumping in on Kendrick's side?
Oh, probably. Yep. Yep.
Because he's
Yep.
from
Yep.
California.
Yep. Yep.
yeah, you jump in, you finna air. Now you got this amount of mentions. You got more people on you. Come on, man. Come
Yeah.
on,
But I
man.
can guarantee you though, Kendrick don't like I mean not Kendrick, Drake don't like this though. Drake sitting somewhere
He
not
don't
liking
like
this
they
because
losing, but
cause,
Why you say that? It
I'm gonna
making
tell
him
you
more
why.
money.
It is, but he got plenty money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I assume he got plenty money. I don't mean he got money, but I assume he does. At the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, Drake has spent his whole career trying to be accepted into this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a Canadian,
I can imagine
uh,
that.
half other, whatever you want to call
But
it,
why you say
child
that?
actor.
Why you say that? Drake been running the radio for years. He been
Yeah,
he been
I'm not
running the
saying
radio.
I'm not saying he hasn't. He
Drake
definitely
look like he
has.
do. He go extra to be cool.
There you go. He wanted to be cool. So this don't
Why you
look
say that?
cool
But why you say
because
he
he
go
do.
extra?
He
How?
He
does.
In
just
what way?
seems. He just
You know
seemed that way.
how? Hey, you know how some people born with it,
Yeah.
or some people grew with it,
Right, right, right,
and
right.
then He didn't have neither one of those. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't born with it. He didn't grow with it. He was grown, and he was like, I want to rap, you know. I want to rap, you know. Okay, you feel me? And he was on the Canadian stuff. And I ain't saying the Canadians ain't got no gangsters. I'm not saying that. I ain't saying any, but they have a different vibe from the United States. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
And
saying he a rapper though. He's a rapper. If
he's an
you
actor
if you if
turned
you
rapper.
if you
He's
bust it
talented. I don't
if
know
you
what the hell
bust it
that
down,
none
He
of that
if
is.
you
mean.
bust
He's
all
very
that
talented.
down and look at his talent, like just say if he was from New York, what would be
Right.
different? Why would the respect be different if he was from New
If
York?
he was from New York, he may be trying to be somebody he not as well. I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, it's like just like the little clip with Lil Wayne where he was like, I told him, don't be trying to be gangster. Don't try to be street. Just be you. Don't try to bring that into it. Now, as time has went, he's kind of tried to bring that into it because obviously he got some soldiers now. Because if you got some money, you gonna have some soldiers. You
But
know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some people that's ready to
I'm
ride for you.
not
But
but saying, but his talk, he talking just like everybody else when he talk. He rap just like everybody else. He say the
I,
same stuff, the
I don't think he
guns
get
and the
I don't
gangster
think he
stuff.
get I don't think he get it wrong. But at the end of the day, you are correct. There's plenty of people that do that same type of stuff, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
from the US. So I'm not saying it's not. I mean, if you look at Rick Ross, I mean, come on, man.
Even like Kendrick. Kendrick talk that gangster stuff, but I ain't. I
They
don't
all
mean like I said.
they all crazy to be talking that
You
when they
know
get
what
to
I'm
them
saying?
start talking about families and entourage. They
Yeah.
crazy because if I got that type of money,
My bad. I jumped out and jumped back in by accident.
I said,
Okay, if you what I was saying, if you go by Rick Ross, right, he done sold more dope than anybody. You feel what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly.
So
Right.
he is
Officer
doing a similar
Ricky.
thing.
Officer Ricky.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people have something similar to say about that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when you come from somewhere different, because Rick Ross, he from Carroll City,
Hmm.
Miami Gardens now.
Hmm.
So he been around.
Right.
Regardless whether he participated or not, he was there. You feel what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So it's not as far of a stretch. Then if you come from, you know, uh Hollywood Hills somewhere, you feel me?
Hmm.
And you ain't been around that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So and some people, they're gonna try to adapt the swag.
I feel
They're gonna try to act a certain way.
you.
And I'm sure that's what he's done. If you look at him from when he first came out till now, you can see his growth into like I'm trying to be cool now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Which that can happen to anybody. You don't get me wrong, but
Mhm.
I believe it bothers him. I
Uh,
don't believe he
Okay.
was
So why would you look at Tupac then as an artist?
Tupac. Tupac was similar, but he did come from the gutter. But he was an actor too.
But he was
So
raised by who and what? He was raised by white people.
well,
He went
at
to
the
the
end of the day,
he went to the top school
he damn
in
sure
America.
did.
You know what I'm
at,
saying? He was the
at,
and look at
This,
that one man.
this nigga
And
was all
somebody
in the
put this
acting
on
and the
Facebook
thespian
the other day.
classes.
Somebody put this on Facebook. Calling Tupac gay. When he was 19, he made this video when he
video,
was talking about himself. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And he had
right,
some little gay mannerisms going on
right,
in
right.
that video. You know what I mean? And just
He did.
imagine how he transformed from that to where he was at in the
But
matter of
guess what? Guess what though? People had that same argument for Tupac,
Mhm.
especially people who knew him back then.
Right,
They always
right.
like, yo, he's faking. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm not excluding Tupac either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not excluding him either. Because people have the same argument. They like, yo, once Tupac did Juice, he just kept staying in character after that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But and you can see from that it changed. It went from Brenda's have a baby to I'm about to bust some babies on your face.
All that, right? It went from all that.
And I'm not saying his lyrics literally said that, but that was the consensus. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
some of his lyrics did say that though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, ooh, yeah.
That was the idea, you know?
When is the count?
Yeah,
The 30.
but definitely Tupac was definitely something to look at and study as an artist and
Right,
a person. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Coming from where he
But
came
you know why?
from.
But speaking of Tupac, that's probably why Kendrick kind of got more love too, because Kendrick speaks about the black struggle in his music,
Mm-hmm.
and he speaks about those type of things. Drake stays far, far, far away from social issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He stays as far
He
away
one
as
of the
he
most
can.
connected Bama
You feel me?
ever is. He's just the connector. Like he's just the one that talks. So. Am I interrupting y'all? My bad. That's my son. I'm walking
Yeah.
here.
Put it on mute right quick if you want
My
to
bad. How do I do
sidebar.
that?
It's like a little mute thing, like a little microphone.
Hold on.
Somebody
Hey,
say,
ask your son. Ask your son who is the popping rapper right now.
Who the poppin' rapper?
Jared, who the popping rapper right now, man?
Poppin' rapper?
Who is the most? Yeah, who is the most popping rapper?
you think.
Yeah,
Probably. It's gonna be different, way different from what any of y'all talking about right now. Because you know the
I
motherfucker.
know. That's the whole point, though.
Wayne. It depends on what type of rap. What type of rap though?
Any rap, whatever
Who
you like.
who you think the hottest rapper out right
Baby
now? Not even the one
Kid.
that you necessarily like the most,
Baby
but
Kid.
that you hear your friends and your peers talk about the most.
Baby Kid. BK.
Who?
Baby Kid. BK.
Baby Key?
Baby Kia. KIA.
I ain't even never heard of Baby.
That's all.
Baby Kia?
Yeah, he be talking crazy. Like you ever hear people say the Atlanta music, or they just be yelling, or they just be like,
The Atlanta music?
what'd you say? This we talking about two different. I mean, these jokers in high school. So nah, it's just It's a new group of and the kids. That's a part of what's going on out here in this crazy
Is
world. Is they listen to this crazy stuff. The guy talk about the most craziest stuff.
it on YouTube? Can
Is
you
it
look
on
it up?
YouTube? Yeah, y'all look up Baby Kid, it'll pop up. Like
Baby Kia.
baby KIA. Yes, KIA.
That's a dude
It's a
or
dude. BABY space KIA. He's really demonic, but
Pete Demonic.
said
And
he's
y'all
demonic.
listening to it.
no, I
Y'all
don't
listen to
listen
it.
to it. I don't listen to it.
Nah, he said I asked him his peers like too. They ain't gotta be nobody he like.
Yeah,
You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
yeah, I don't listen to
Yep.
that. Yeah, I like
Baby
J
Kia.
Cole. I like J Cole. I like Lil Tony. Lil Tony is an Atlanta rapper, but he actually be talking.
I
don't know who no Lil Tony is. He said, but y'all heard
Who
J
you
Cole.
who you think got it out of Kendrick and Drake?
Drake. What? That's not a question. He said Drake.
Drake got it.
Drake got it. That's about over
Drake
Drake got
won. He won
Drake
the
got
battle, or
the battle.
he
Or you
win in
just
that life.
saying
Which one?
Oh, you said I'm saying in general. Oh, he's talking about battle. Yet. He didn't hit
Okay,
the battle.
we talking about the
That one
battle. Who you
song
think?
he was
Who
on
you think won the battle?
though. I haven't heard Kendrick's side. I heard Drake's. Kinda.
Yeah, they ain't been playing Kendrick. I know y'all talked about this at your school.
I
I already know.
heard something about it. Oh.
My daughter said everybody's on everybody's saying Kendrick at her school.
They say J. Cole was in it too, but he backed out. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He did. Hey, J. Cole would have murdered all of them. Mm-hmm. Weird. Oh, for real. Like, I Cap Drake surprised me though. I didn't know Drake could like. But Drake can't support Drake fine now. Drake is fine. But
Hey,
Drake,
Coop.
why he do all that for?
Hey, Coop, aka Bernice Smith.
I heard it
He in
all
the chat.
started because Drake thinks that he's just better than all of them.
Like
How did it all start, y'all?
I think J. Cole and
I
Kendrick
wish
was
I
on the
had my other
same.
boy on to go back the deep dive. He can deep dive into it. But the recent thing started with uh Future came out with a song and it had Kendrick on it. And Kendrick came at Drake because of a song that he had with him and
J.
J.
Cole.
Cole on it. Yep. So he kind of came out retaliating because it was some subs on them. And then here we are today,
I
back and forth.
heard, I heard something else though. I heard that Kendrick and J. Cole they were saying something to where it was like the big three, and they were basically saying that the big three was Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake. And Drake got mad that he was basically saying that they was on the same level. That's what I heard. So
Hey,
Drake,
Coop said he in the chat. He said it kicked off on the Control song with Big Sean. You know, years ago
yeah, I
when
remember
Kendrick
that shit.
came out and said he was the best
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
on that Control record.
That's me.
Dude, J.
How
Cole
long ago that's
always
been?
say he's the best.
My boy said 10 years. It probably has been a minute.
Wait a
We
minute.
lost.
That can't be
We,
what triggered this off now. You know what I mean? That's
nah,
10 years
it, would-
ago.
but keep in mind that Drake was on Kendrick's first album. And so at some point in time, and Drake brought Kendrick on tour at some point in time, early on.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
at some point in time, they was cool. Now I haven't heard about them being cool since around that time, so I'm not sure if that's what it is or not. Welcome to the chat, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, who you think you want? Who you think won between Kendrick versus Drake? And nothing to say.
I answer for.
Who you think she's gonna say? Nicole, is that your answer? Or you ain't gonna say nothing? Or you was in and out.
Going once, going twice.
What y'all say? Y'all
Okay,
talking to me?
they go Imp. They go Imp. I got you, Imp. They say you want to join. Let me try to let you join, bro. Except, okay, he got it figured out. He coming. He gonna have a lot to say. Cause he's the one of the originals that was supposed to be on this. So it's adding you, bro. You on the way. You had to sit back on the sidelines, you know. Well, I can't with some other soldiers, but it's all good. I appreciate y'all coming on today too.
Yep.
Y'all y'all help put this on life support because it would have just been me talking to myself. Imp, you made it, dog. I don't know how you did it, but you here.
What up?
What's up, man?
Hey, hold
Turn your volume up a little bit if you can.
all right, hold on, cause I'm there we go. Cause I see myself on the laptop and I'm on the on my phone. What's
I
good?
think
Hold
the
on,
phone
it's a little
is what
lag.
is actually working. The laptop is not working. The laptop is probably just showing you, but the phone is working. That's
Okay,
what you.
all right, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me cut this laptop off there. Hold on.
And I hear myself.
He gonna disconnect everything. Watch.
Nah, he good.
Yo,
Yep, we hear you, bro. Finally, man.
yes
It was a
sir.
struggle. It's a long time coming.
Sir, was good.
Hey, now this the man probably got all the answers, bro. What kicked off the beef? Now,
What kicked off the beef?
have the beef been going on for years? My boy Coop said the beef been going on for years. He said they've been shitting shots back and forth for 10 years.
this beef has been going on since Control.
Okay.
Ever since Kendrick Lamar got on that Control record and he called out his peers, one of them being Drake. I think Drake took it to heart. Drake being the competitive person / sensitive person that he is, whether or not people want to admit it or not, he got in his feelings about it. And instead of taking it in stride, I think his competitive nature showed, and he started taking shots at Kendrick. And from there, it just started this kind of cold war between the two of them.
What's some other shots he took after Control? Do you know any? I know you be following it closely. So what is there any other shots he took after Control?
As far as Drake throwing shots or Kendrick
Yes,
or what?
Drake and Kendrick. Either
So
one.
after Control, Drake released his sophomore album. No, not a sophomore album. I'm sorry, his third album, which was Nothing Was the Same, right? And
I don't know if None Was the Same was the third one.
yeah,
That's my favorite song. I mean, my favorite album of his.
okay,
But I don't know if that was the third one.
right. So yeah, so that was his third one because
That's the one that started from the bottom. Now we're here.
right. So Thank Me
Okay.
Later was the first one.
Mm.
Take Care was his second one, and Nothing Was the Same was his third.
Mm-hmm. What up, Jeff? I know you got a lot to say about this. I be watching y'all stuff.
So that came right off the heels of the Control verse. And his response was on a record called The Language. If you go back and listen to that album and listen to the song The Language, Drake starts off the song by saying, I don't know why they inspire. What did he say? I don't know why they've been lying, but your shit is not that inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
Count statement just looked like I'm ready for early retirement.
Mm-hmm.
That whole song was a dig towards Kendrick Lamar. And Kendrick Lamar responded by the BET Hip Hop Awards. Nothing's been the same since they dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes. Ha ha, jokes on you. High five. I'm bulletproof. Your shots will never penetrate. Pin the tail on the donkey, boy, you benefit. So since then, it's just been this little cold war. Like Drake has never called out Kendrick Lamar specifically. Kendrick Lamar has never called out Drake specifically, but they just been sending like subliminals back and forth to each other for 10 years. And then now Kendrick Lamar is like, you know what? Fuck this, man. It ain't no big three. It's just big me. And that's why we're in this battle that we're in today.
So did third person shooter
First
you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Say what's his name of the song?
A first person shooter.
Excuse me. I'm a third person shooter right now. First person shooter, right? Did that like reignite it? Like what was said in first person shooter that reignited this thing?
I believe the J. Cole line when he said, hey, people argue about the big three. Is it K-Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? I think that line set Kendrick off because, listen, man, whether you want to agree or not, in that record, Drake was sending shots at Kendrick Lamar. I believe J. Cole was sending shots at Kendrick Lamar. I think simultaneously they all were sending shots at each other. And Kendrick Lamar, being the lyricist that he is and the artist and the performer that he is, he was able to pick up on it. If you're an artist, you can hear when another artist is taking jabs at you, or you can hear when an artist is taking jabs at another artist. I listen to music all the time, and I'll be saying like, damn, yo, I think he was taking a shot at this person when he said that line. But to the average listener, it probably goes over your head. But when I'm listening to it, I'm like, yo, this nigga was definitely saying some shit about him in this record. So
Mm-hmm.
Lamar subconsciously picking up on it, he was like, okay. And then if you think about it, if you guys have been following this beef closely, Kendrick Lamar has already expressed and told y'all that, hey, you sent me a feature request. This feature request is allegedly for first person shooter. So Drake wanted Kendrick and J. Cole on first person shooter. I guess this was supposed to be like some big, the big three. We're finally
Mm-hmm.
together. There's no more
Mm-hmm.
tension. There's no more beef. We're showing the hip hop community that we united. And what happened was Kendrick was like, man, fuck y'all. I'm not jumping on that. Because Kendrick's mindset this whole time is like, look, it's no camaraderie. If I say I'm number one, I'm number one. Point blank period. Like, I don't want to jump on no song with y'all. I don't want to be friends with y'all. We could be cool and cordial, but I'm not about to jump in some shit that would jeopardize me being number one. And so I think after that record came out, and or after uh, Drake sent him the request to get on the record, and Kendrick turned it down, I think that's when Drake sent his little subliminal shots. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because Drake threw out the record. What was he saying? He was like, "Yo, we the biggest, like the Super Bowl." I'm paraphrasing, by the way. He was saying like, "Yo, it's just like the Super Bowl. It's just who's the best. It's just you and Cole." You know what I'm saying? Like he
Right.
was totally like dismissing Kendrick Lamar. So that's what set it off in Kendrick's mind. And then of course we get Metro Boomin, Future, Kendrick Lamar like that, which I'm pretty sure is still setting off the clubs.
What's the problem between Drake and Metro?
Now that I don't know.
That's behind the scenes. That's something that just
That's behind
probably happened between them behind the scenes.
that's behind the scenes, and Metro kind of alluded to it a little bit in the barrage of tweets he's been releasing, pretty much saying that look, I think he said like why me and you fell out, but it'll look crazy on both of us if I really told the world what's been going on or what happened, how me and you fell out. So he's kind of keeping that in the tuck. He knows, Drake knows, but nobody else knows. So I don't know, but it's been brewing for a while though.
So, with that being said, okay, who you feel like won? Because I don't think we asked you.
Nigga, come on, man. Kendrick,
Now,
bro.
why you feel like Kendrick won?
First of all, man, if I'm being honest with you, Kendrick Lamar beat Drake at his own game. If we're talking about, if we're,
He was very strategic, I will
if
say. Which Drake is normally very, very strategic.
he's very strategic, he's very calculated. So Kendrick beat him on that front. More importantly, he beat him on numbers and he beat him on views. Everything that Drake released during this battle, Kendrick Lamar stepped on. And Kendrick Lamar's numbers and views surpassed everything that Drake dropped during this whole back and forth. That's number
Now,
one.
go ahead. I don't want to stop your thought. Go ahead.
No. I'm saying like that's number one. So he beat him on that front. Now, if I'm being honest, and I'm speaking from this, I'm speaking on this from an objective point of view, because I like Drake and I like Kendrick Lamar. I personally like Kendrick Lamar a little better, but I'm speaking on it from a non-biased point of view. If I can be honest, I can say that Drake was very, very close. But the one thing that set this battle apart and like made them drift further apart, like Kendrick going way up here and Drake just kind of stagnating down here, was that Not Like Us record. Like that's what blew it over the top. Like that was the record that caught on. Out of all the records, that was the one song that caught on and had the people's attention. And after that,
I think that record is here to stay too.
absolutely.
Like out of all the records, I don't think people gonna go back and like listen to the other records just for the listening value within itself,
Absolutely.
aside from the novelty of being a diss.
Right.
But not like us. Seems like it's gonna be like it might lead us on into the summer.
Absolutely.
People might be dropping it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And from what I'm hearing, he's about to drop a video for that, which I definitely think he should do if he's not doing it, if it's not already planned. But I definitely think he should drop a video for that.
Right.
But I mean, once the video drops, if it's coming out, it's over. It's a wrap.
I think it's already caught fire now.
Right. Exactly.
Even BBL Drizzy is catching fire now.
I bet.
Wow, that's crazy.
Shout out to Metro.
Yeah, I know you heard BBL Drizzy.
I did. I heard it one time, and it was like, what the hell? That's that AI shit.
Metro. It is the AI, but Metro sampled it. You know.
Mm.
And they're playing that now. That's getting played too. It's kind of funny because Drake, tried to clown him on that, like, oh man, you making a diss beat now, and then now people playing it,
That's what I'm saying. Like Drake lost. Like first of all, Drake was playing the social media game.
Right, he was. He was dropping clips from movies and different stuff like that.
Right, all kind of shit, man. And I think that's where in the beginning, he thought that he had the edge, right? And do y'all hear any kind of lacking or anything? Because I got my
No, you good.
Okay,
you good on my side.
But yeah, I think that's where Drake, that's where he took his first misstep. Like he tried to take it to social media. He tried to gain public. He tried to get the public on his side, or everybody on his side through social media. But Kendrick Lamar is a different type of beast, man. Like you can't come at Kendrick Lamar from a Facebook or an Instagram standpoint. Like he's bigger than that. Like Kendrick Lamar is the culture. You can't play those type of games that you play with Meek Mill with Kendrick Lamar. Like Kendrick Lamar is for the culture. And
Coop said, yeah, Not Like Us reminds me of Back to Back Drake did on Meek. And I have to agree.
Yes, I agree. And you know what? The crazy thing is, Not Like Us will be bigger than Back to Back. Right now, on the charts, you have Euphoria and Not Like Us battling for the #1 spot.
And Drake's still on the charts, though, right?
He's still on the charts, but I think he's like number.
That's what I thought. I thought Kendrick was like #1 and #2, and then Drake was like #3, and I think Kendrick was #5 again by way of Future,
right? Exactly.
Something like that.
Exactly. I gotta look at the chart position again, but I know for a fact Euphoria may be #1 right now. Not Like Us is #2, and next week when the new chart list comes out, I believe Not Like Us is going to be #1, and Drake is still at like #3 or #4. Because let's not forget, like Meet the Grams is still charting.
Right.
Meet the Grams is still charting.
Now speaking of Meet the Grams, that is actually the most vicious of all the songs to me.
Absolutely.
Of this battle. Kendrick went low. I was surprised at how low Kendrick went. Kendrick took the dashiki off. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
he said, Hey, you know what I'm saying?
I was not surprised at all, man.
That's a fighting word songs, man. I might gotta see about you make a song like that about me when I see you in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them type of songs.
Yeah, we got we got to fight. Like you mentioned MIC by name.
I feel like that's on the level of a hit 'em up type of disrespect. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? If not
yeah,
beyond. If not beyond.
it was. It
And
was. Yeah.
cuz who you feel like even beyond this, who you feel like got the best diss record of all time?
Oh man, definitely Tupac.
Okay, hit him up.
Definitely.
Hit him up.
It gets no rougher than that, no better, bro. God, yes.
Who you feel like, Amp?
The best diss track of all time?
Yeah.
Definitely Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up is the best diss record of all time.
My
Um,
boy Coop said Nas. Of course, Ether
that was number
was
three.
so powerful that it has entered the vocabulary
Right.
as a verb.
Right. Right.
Of something you do to somebody when you
Mhm.
take them out.
Right.
You feel me? It used to be a
Yeah.
gas, but he said, "Nah, it ain't gonna be no
Right.
gas no more."
Hey, if Google was around like 30 years ago and you Googled Ether, it would just bring up gas, right?
Right,
Now, if you
right,
Ether, the first thing that pops up is Nas
right,
versus Jay-Z. Like people
right,
don't even know what Ether is. Like they don't realize that it's a gas, you
right,
to cook shit. But
right.
that's how powerful Ether was. But I got Ether definitely at number two.
Yeah, definitely.
No
Number two.
Vaseline at number three.
Yeah. Yes. No
Takeover.
Vaseline, definitely number three.
Right, exactly. Takeover
Yeah.
number four. If I had to choose a number five, that's hard. Shit, man. I don't know. I can't put this Kendrick Lamar record at number five yet. You know.
You gotta see how much damage is done. Like
Right.
you gotta see the staying power. But
Exactly.
trust me, it's gonna stay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like
It's gonna stick like bubble gum underneath a school desk. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
gonna be here.
Exactly.
What's up, Alex?
Come on.
What's good with you,
Bubble
man?
gum
Yeah,
underneath the school desk.
Yeah.
if he
Appreciate you joining, Alex. I ain't talked to you in like years, but I appreciate you being, you know what I'm saying?
let me see. Let me see how I can share this live, yo. I can share this live, right?
Yeah. I think it's already sharing it with some people because it's been a lot of people, but you can try.
Let me see.
Hey, Coop said Ether was so powerful, Jay-Z retired. Oh, he didn't kick himself off, man. All that work. Hey,
Damn.
Alex.
He probably jumped back in.
Yeah. He ain't paying attention. I got somebody else to join. I just want to ask them. Standing by. Hey, he was originally it's supposed to be me, him, and my other boy. My boy is in the chat though. My other guy. Hey,
Hmm.
Coop, try to see if you can join too. Try to see if you can join too, Coop. Hey, it's definitely been exciting though,
That's what's up,
cause
man. I enjoyed it, man.
oh yeah, oh yeah, it's hip hop. I don't know who's up with the artists now. I be listening to like R&B music and stuff.
For
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Yeah, I be listening to like Brent Fires and I do like the Sad Teddy Bear. That's
The
what you
sad
call it?
thing,
Yeah, that's a Rod Wave. I call him the
Broadway.
Sad Teddy Bear.
Oh boy. Oh Lord.
You always sad, man.
He
You
always
feel me?
said
But you
singing
find
this
a lane.
the love song. What's the name of the song he got talking
Yeah,
about? Something
love song.
in
Try
the
in the middle of a
club.
club. Try
Yeah.
not to cry to a love song.
Man, when I heard that, I say, "Wow, hip hop has changed. It's over."
Yeah, that's really singing. You know what I'm saying? But now they call everybody that sing you a rapper. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even though they can't sing well.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, bro. I think that and I'm not mad at this either. I think a lot of people that's out now that's solo singing,
Mm-hmm.
they would be that person in the group that they mic was turned down low back in the day.
Right.
They would get the solos. You feel what I'm saying? but I ain't mad at it. I like it,
Right.
you know. But you know they on the auto tune and all that to make it work, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I'm glad we got some real rapping, some real bars right now
Mhm.
for everybody to focus on.
Yeah, and that's a line I think that's helping us bring back the old hip hop culture when it first was, you know what I'm saying, back in the 80s, late 80s, 90s, you know what I'm saying, when
Yep,
guys was rapping, you know what I'm saying? They had
yep,
messages behind their music, opposed to
yep.
now, boy. Jeez,
My
that
boy
shit is crazy.
Coop said, yeah, they really need new categories. They can't put everybody in hip hop,
Right,
you know.
right.
I think
'Cause-
I think it should be a lot of subgenres. I'm gonna tell you who in recent history though, and he's an old rapper,
mhm.
but one of the best things to come out recently for me was Killer Mike's album. You know,
What? Oh yeah,
that
definitely,
was
definitely.
that was like one of the best things, man.
That's in rotation right now, every day,
Oh
all day.
yeah,
You know what I
that's a
mean?
that's a classic, man. That's a modern classic. That's something you can replay over and over and over.
Facts.
You back?
Yo, my bad about that. I was trying to share it live, man. This is my first time doing all this stuff, so
Yeah. Oh,
but
you know we was off to a rocky start.
oh yeah,
I
exactly.
I didn't brought other people in.
Yeah,
You feel me?
and you did good too. Like you kept the show going.
You
Mhm.
got to, man. You got to. That's life. You got to keep it going.
Gotta keep it
But hey, you jumped on in though. We got you in there. You know what I'm saying?
but I do see that the live is shared, so I want to appreciate
Yeah,
and shout
yeah.
out to whoever.
I've seen people that has been coming in and out. And guys, everybody listening, I will be uploading this to YouTube too. You know, so y'all can check back as
I,
long as everybody cool with that. But
I just want 1%, just 1%.
this is how it works, man. If you on here and it get monetized, you getting some money. That makes sense.
Yeah, I
Like I
got.
told my boy, I keep it real simple. That whatever video you're on, not the whole channel, but whatever video you're on, because you know you monetize by videos. You get money. So I said it for the world to know.
That's
It ain't
what's
this
up.
ain't no cash. Let me be quiet. This ain't this is fair business over here. You feel what I'm saying? So
Word. Yeah,
yep.
man. I mean,
But
this moment, man. Like this. This is a big moment for hip hop, man.
right.
Not only for the fans, but for even the artists, man. Like we've been waiting for Drake versus Kendrick for a super long time, man. Like
Hmm.
I don't think they disappointed either.
no, it didn't disappoint. It didn't disappoint.
Something I was going to touch on that you said earlier when you said that Kendrick beat Drake at his own game, right?
Right.
See, Drake came with the Family Matters. It was long. It was dope. I like Family. It's
I did
actually
too.
was was my favorite out of everything. You know, like out of every song. Even though I did feel like um after that, you know, well, I'm jumping ahead. Basically, he dropped that. He had the video. He had it planned out. He had New Hope King. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He doing all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what? 30 minutes later,
Meet the Grand.
all of that got
Right.
squashed.
Absolutely.
And not only was it wasn't just a blow. It was a vicious blow. It was the most vicious
It
blow.
was a kid.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was a them fighting words.
Yeah.
That type of blow.
It was a it,
You know what I mean?
it was a kidney blow, man. Drake was pissing blood after he heard that record.
Do do you think there is a mole in there? Because the name of the song that Drake dropped was Family Matters, and then 30 minutes later you got a song called Meet the Grams addressing his family.
Um,
A little too much of a coincidence for me.
yeah, it it,
You
it,
know?
it, it could go both ways, right? Because strategically thinking, Kendrick Lamar could go in this battle and say, okay, I know the angles that Drake is going to try to take. He's going to try to bring up my family life. He's gonna try to discredit me for whatever reason, whatever dirt that he can find, or whatever dirt that he think he can find about my family. He can potentially bring that into this battle. So Kendrick Lamar already being prepared, he probably already had Meet the Grams in the tuck. It may not have been 100% completed, but it was definitely in the tuck just in case Drake went there. Because supposedly these guys had a conversation and said that, hey, we're going to battle, but we're going to keep our families out of it, you know? But I think the gloves already kind of came off when Drake mentioned Whitney, who's Kendrick Lamar's fiance. He said, I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. That kind of set off the emotion in Kendrick Lamar's head, like, okay, he's going to try to use this angle. He's going to try to bring up whatever kind of past issues that I had with my fiance and bring it into this battle. Kendrick, knowing that, he probably already had Meet the Grams ready. So whenever Drake drops something fully about him and Whitney or him and his family life, boom, I'm just going to drop this. Now, the coincidence as far as like Family Matters, the song being Family Matters, and then him releasing a song called Meet the Grams like 30 minutes after that, I mean, you got to think about it. Like, we do music, right? How quick and easy is it to change the title of a song?
True.
That's true. That's true.
Right, before you put it on DSPs or before you put it on YouTube or whatever the case may be.
But he was talking about his family in the song though too.
He definitely was. That's why
he was talking about the Grams. He was talking to the Grams.
Right. It definitely could have been a mold. I'm not gonna. I think
it's almost to the point where even if it wasn't called Meet the Grams, he got a song called Family Matters.
Right.
And then you drop a song talking about his family immediately after.
Immediately, like not even 30 minutes later.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like,
yeah.
Hold up now.
I think it was a mold,
you know?
and for Kendrick to bring up the 11-year-old daughter, right? That tells me that there was some type of mold or some type of fake, correspondent between the two.
Has he confirmed the 11-year-old child?
Who, Drake?
Yes.
He denied it. He denied
Well, you know, Drake said that they threw that out there for bait for him to run with, though.
Right. But
he said that in his rap.
But you know what? He did say that, but I don't fully agree. Like, I don't believe that.
Because that was like, because he didn't immediately address that. He addressed other stuff first, and then he came back and said that.
Listen, think about this, right?
Like, nah. That's what I wanted you to do. Exactly. Like, is it really what you wanted me to do?
Exactly. Think about this, right? If I'm feeding you false information, and I'm expecting you to use that information in a song against me, I should already have a counterattack for that once you release that song.
Right.
So I mean, that means after Family Matters comes Meet the Grams 20 minutes later. 20 minutes after that, Drake has his response to that. Like, Nana and Boo Boo, I set you up. And he should have documented proof. He should have like video evidence, email, text message evidence, DM evidence saying that, yo, this is what we sent to Kendrick Lamar about this little girl. These are the pictures that we sent Kendrick Lamar. This is everything that we gave Kendrick Lamar, and he used it and Meet the Grams, and boom. This is my response to that. Drake didn't do that. That's why I don't think that Drake was feeding Kendrick Lamar fake information. I don't believe that. I just think that Kendrick Lamar got bad info from someone saying that Drake had an 11-year-old daughter. And that was a misstep on Kendrick's part. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? It was.
And Coop says the Heart 6 seemed like it did more damage than good for Drake. Do y'all agree or disagree with that? That's the last song that Drake came out with in the battle. as far as I know.
What was it? What was the name of it?
The Heart Part 6.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
Was that
say
did that fall on deaf ears pretty much?
I liked it. Me personally, I liked it.
Yeah. I like Family Matters, but I'm not gonna lie. It kind of just sits in with the rest of his catalog a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whereas I'm not gonna lie, I think Nothing Like Us, Not Like Us probably was. I think Kendrick probably had that, was gonna use it for something else, and was like, oh, that's what you want to do? Let me go let me fill in these lyrics right quick,
Right.
you know. But I feel like he already had that hook and that beat, and he already knew I got a bop.
He definitely
And then he was like, you know what? We're gonna fill this in for you, buddy.
Mhm.
I got one back to back, part 2, back to back to back to back to back.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. That's why I think that's why Kendrick took so long to respond. It's like, man, look, I got to set this up right, because if I
Yeah.
out of this thing, if I jump off and I approach this from an emotional standpoint, I could lose. Kendrick Lamar like methodically plotted this shit out, man. He knew
I
that he
think they both got more songs that they didn't release too.
definitely Drake. Listen, if you
It's
think
coming.
that Drake is done in this battle, you're kidding yourself. Drake
Yeah.
has more stuff. I think Drake initiated a ceasefire so he can kind of go back and like reevaluate his strategy, because his
Right.
strategy in this round, it didn't secure him a victory. You know?
And I think Drake is gonna go hit the lab. That's what has secured his position in hip hop, anyways.
Right.
He's the most prolific out of everybody. He continues to drop. He's here every summer. Even when he say, "I'm done. I'm about to go take a break," and then he drops a 5-track EP
Right.
the next weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever he did that, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Immediately, he don't stop. So I'm pretty sure he gonna try to come with a bop for the summer as well.
He is.
You know, but Not Like Us. I think that one gonna be the summer. It hit just at the perfect time too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right in May, it's gonna warm up. You know,
Exactly. And
they gonna be out there doing their walk, whatever type of walk they do to it. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly. And
said Not Like Us was a nail in the coffin.
it was. I think to be honest with you, I think Meet the Grams was like the nail in the coffin, but Not Like Us was Kendrick going back to the grave site and dancing on it.
I think I'm gonna be honest. I think Not Like Us was too, because immediately after that dropped, you started seeing memes.
Thank
You
you.
started seeing content being created with it.
You.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You got people start dancing to it immediately. I think that was the one that, even though the one for me that was like, yo, you went low was Meet the Grams. But I'm not gonna be chilling listening to Meet the Grams, at no party or nothing.
Right.
People gonna be looking at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you playing this, bro?
Right.
But Not Like Us.
Right. Everybody's turning up to that record, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody is turning up to that record.
Hey, Dean, some football teams might come out to that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something, y'all not like us. You know what I'm saying?
They already saying that they playing that record at the Dodger Stadium for like warm-ups.
Look, I might have to go ahead and put that in my football formula right now.
Absolutely. That's what y'all gotta cook, because the other team not like y'all.
That's right.
Just come on out.
Yeah.
Drake ain't got one of those for them right now.
No, you don't. And to be honest with you, the reason for that is Kendrick Lamar decided to go home and like find his roots, like go back to his backyard. Because if there's one thing that Kendrick always has, is home. The West Coast has its own sound.
Yep.
It has its own identity.
Yep.
Kendrick Lamar can't lose if he goes back home.
And then you know what's crazy about that, right? because he covered all angles. He went to Mustard. He got that bounce. He got that hip hop from who? Alchemist.
Alchemist, right?
Alchemist from Cali
Right.
too. He just produced for all the
Right.
all the New York cats, but he from California,
Right.
so he just Cali'd it all the way up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Which I think that plays a role as well in him winning as well, because he is from the United States. He is home team
Right.
technically,
Right.
and Drake is the visitor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ain't from here.
Right.
He's not like us.
Right.
No disrespect.
And Kendrick
Hey,
let it be known.
come on, man. Drake a brother, man.
I ain't got no problem with Drake, but he just, when you come from a different place, you do have to assimilate to the United States. The United States is a melting pot of people.
Right.
So I ain't coming at that angle. I'm just trying to say though, he ain't the home. He a visitor.
Hey,
You feel what I'm saying?
I gotta say this about the lyrics though. Kendrick talking about, I don't think I'm comfortable with you saying nigga no more.
Right.
I thought that
Right.
was funny.
Ah,
I thought that was funny. So now let me ask you this here, right? The missteps in this battle. Like, what do you think Drake's missteps were? What do you think Kendrick's missteps were? If you can find any, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think?
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I was bored with the beginning of the battle. I was bored for a long time.
Right.
With the songs, just me personally. I was bored with them. I wasn't like as interested as other people,
Right.
until it started heating up.
Right.
And I don't even feel like it really heated up. Well, I'm gonna put it like this. When Kendrick jumped on the Future song, I like the song. That's not my favorite form of Kendrick though.
Right.
All this
Me too.
Baby King voice Kendrick, that's not my favorite Kendrick.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The same way. Right.
So
I like the changes and all that shit.
So I was like, okay, cool song, dope beat. I liked all that. And then when they started dropping the actual, direct disc records, individual disc records, I wasn't that. They weren't all that great to me in the beginning. That's just me. Mm-hmm. They were songs, but they were nothing that's even going to be compared into greatest disc records or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Not even close. It was like, okay, didn't get a lot of replay value from me personally. Right. But I'm not a rap nerd, but I can write for a rap nerd. I can write for a rap nerd, but I'm talking about write my own lyrics like that. Right. But I'm not gonna be the one to catch it, everything. You know what I'm saying? Myself. And so at the end of the day, and I say rap nerds respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Because I write for rap nerds. Everybody out there, that's what if y'all check my music out, I'll be trying to put stuff in there for you. Right. But at the end of the day, it wasn't like something I was gonna be replaying or whatever. But once it started kind of warming up, which I feel like Family Matters was the warm up for me. That was like, okay, yeah, right. That was like, yeah. Now we get into the 10th, 11th, and 12th round, and they ain't playing with each other no more. The gloves on. You know what I'm saying?
Potatoes in the battle, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I felt once it got to that. And then, so my most memorable is Kendrick, Drake, Kendrick. And then the last Drake record, it was cool, but it's like, it ain't bringing me back like that to where I need to jump on in. What you think? I think they asked me earlier about Ross jumping into it. So what you think about Ross jumping into it, Amp?
I mean, Drake, hell, he mentioned Ross in push-ups. So, I mean, it's only right for Rick Ross to respond accordingly.
That was I think that was the response to Ross though.
Talking junk, right?
Push-ups, yeah.
Ross was talking junk online or something, right?
Nah, well, yeah. He was talking junk online. Yeah.
If
And
I'm
then,
if
yeah,
I'm not, is that right,
yeah,
Coop?
that's right. That's right.
My boy Coop in the chat too. Coop, what's your take on Rick Ross? I hate the way he talk, the way you walk, the way you dress.
The
Mm-hmm.
way-
Nah, that was already there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was already there, man.
Yeah,
But
I think though with Ross, man, like didn't it all started with like a unfollow or some shit, like some petty shit.
he said Ross dropped the diss record.
Mm-hmm.
But before that diss record, like again, Drake dropped push-ups mentioning Rick Ross, and I think before that, Rick Ross may have unfollowed Drake, and then after he unfollowed Drake, Drake sent his ex-girlfriend like a ticket to one of his shows, like a VIP pass to one of his shows,
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's how Drake get at you, man. Like Drake gonna go for your woman, like he gonna go for, that's his angle all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And when he did that, I think Rick Ross may have said something slick, and then Drake dropped his name on drop and give me 50 or push-ups or whatever the case may be. But I mean, I think Rick Ross, I mean, in his own right, he was right for defending himself and releasing a diss track against Drake because Drake mentioned him in a song first. Rick Ross didn't mention Drake in no song first.
He,
I,
he
but I,
he was talking junk to him online though. I think that was before the song.
right,
I ain't sure.
but I think what it was too. I just thought about this. Rick Ross was on live, playing the Like That record.
He was talk, but I think he was trolling him.
He was trolling him, and
Mm-hmm.
He was trolling him.
right, and that's when Drake jumped in and was like, "Yo, all right, so you jumping in and you damn near 50. I got some bars for you too." You know what I'm saying? And that's what
Mm-hmm.
set this thing off. And I think, man, at the end of the day, Rick Ross was trying to capitalize off of a moment, man. He may not really have
He
no
always,
right.
he
He don't have no
always do. He be in there talking about, yeah, man. You heard that new Kendrick? Yeah, Wingstop,
You're right.
lemon pepper.
Rose.
Him and 50. 50 be, he do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Cognac. Yeah, I mean,
Because in this new world, man, attention, good or bad, can be translated to money. You know what I'm
absolutely
saying? Because people don't realize when you're dealing with metrics on this stuff, especially since I've been kind of researching more stuff, when you're dealing with metrics, negative metrics count just as good. Negative comments count just as much as positive comments because
right.
it's engagement. And
Right.
they don't care. They say something to piss you off, and then you go in there, I hate you. You ain't doing nothing but making them money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Exactly.
You ain't doing nothing but making them money. And then you think you hurting them,
Right.
you know?
More
I
views.
think we kind of talked about that earlier before you came on. We was talking about how, all these guys making money off of this regardless.
Right.
They're gonna see uh more streams.
Right.
They're gonna have people trying to support them more. They brought people to the forefront. They probably got some new fans
Nobody
Right.
because you
gonna
got this.
lose,
Not
really, at the end of the day.
not really. Not really. As long as these boys stay alive. Which
Mm-hmm.
brings me to another point. Like, when you see it escalate the violence and you see what happened, I don't want to say it escalated the violence, but whatever happened at Drake's house following the incident, you know, what do you think about that, man? And
Was that legit?
um,
That was legit.
it was a legitimate shooting
Yeah.
there. Now, as to say whether it was involved in all of this, I would say that that's quite a coincidence for it to happen a few days after this incident. And a good detective is going to be like, do you have any enemies or anybody who possibly could have done that?
Right.
And the whole world, no. Yeah.
Right.
You
The
got enemies,
the internet.
you got fanatics,
Right.
crazy people that's riding either way.
Mhm.
Which that's another thing. It's kind of interesting that these things are happening on Drake's home turf. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if he came to the United States or if he was in California and some of this stuff happened, but it's happening in his markets. In Toronto, in UK, his store was vandalized.
Nigga,
You know what I'm saying?
hey, listen, that shit happened literally at his front door, bro.
Absolutely. It was like doo doo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Talk
Exactly.
about take it to your neck.
Right. That
Mhm.
Yeah.
shit happened literally like, in front of his house. And to be
Right.
honest with you, man, I think first of all, like that shooting, in my opinion, Kendrick Lamar, like that whole, Kendrick Lamar may have sent some shooters or whatever the case. That's bullshit. I
Yeah.
have my own speculations and my own theories about what happened and who did it and why it
Coop
happened.
Coop said it. Coop said it had to do with the Weekend, Cash, EXO, and Drake. Because I wasn't aware of that weekend shooting that took place, but it was a shooting that took place correct before.
Listen, man. Listen. Drake said a lot of shit, man, in that Family Matters record. His animosity to me was more aimed personally at EXO, The Weeknd, and The Weeknd's manager, which is
Right.
Cash. These guys are from Toronto, man.
That is true.
These
That
guys
is true.
are from Toronto.
That makes more sense. You
Exactly.
feel me?
Drake,
That makes more sense. Them home team. That's a home team
that's a
dispute.
that's a home team beef, man.
And I heard from people that I know from Toronto that uh the Weekend used to be in the streets, man. These people that I know,
Mhm.
personally from
Right.
Toronto, they said back in the day, or at least that he was kind of a I don't know if you want to say he was in the streets or he was mischievous.
I
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. I think at the end of the day, if the Weeknd is not a street guy, the people that he's affiliated with are street. Like Cash, which you hear his name a lot in this battle. Drake mentions his name a lot. Like Cash is a guy that is deeply connected with the underworld of Toronto.
Right,
So
right, right. Don't let that falsetto fool you though. You don't know what
you,
you don't know the
you never
Weekend
know.
be.
Like, you never know what
I
anybody.
hear it coming. I hear it coming. Pow. You feel what I'm saying?
You never know what anybody is capable of, but if you
Yep.
start talking about guys who are behind the scenes that me and you don't know, like I've never heard of Cash before at all before this beef.
Right.
But
Right.
obviously this is a guy who has some type of ties to, the underworld of Toronto. So when you start calling this man a punk sissy from the north side, how the fuck you think he gonna respond, bro?
Right. Might not be pretty, man.
It might not be pretty. Like these guys are based in Toronto. Cash may not live in Toronto. The Weeknd may not live in Toronto, but his entourage does. And Drake's home is easily accessible. We can leave here right now and drive to Toronto or take a flight to Toronto and go right past Drake's house. He doesn't live in a
Right.
gated community.
Right. If we can get in, Canada be,
Right,
it'd be,
exactly. They're a little sketchy with letting
not
us.
saying we can't get in, but you know what I'm
Yeah, it's gonna take a little work.
saying.
But
Hmm.
but yeah, man. I mean, come on, man. It's listen. I don't think that has anything to do with Kendrick and Drake per se, but I definitely do have my suspicions on, you know, you know that whole
And, and
EXO
and to,
OVO shit. Cause Drake run with
and
some
to
street
be
dudes too.
and to be honest with you, this was the least likely uh battle that I saw turn into violence. Even though violence could erupt from anywhere, but I just didn't see that out of these guys. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
did.
Right.
thought if anything, this one's gonna stay on wax and it's gonna be like that.
Yeah,
Facts.
But
I
I
just
guess it shows you never know. You never know how that thing can roll.
and like I said, I just think that Drake may have bitten off more that he could chew. You by mentioning certain guys and mentioning certain things, and it could come back to bite him. Like I don't want to see nothing bad happen to Drake, man.
Right.
regardless of how I feel about him as an artist, like I don't want to see nothing bad happen to the man. Um, but when you involve yourself in some street shit and you got street people around you, this shit could get deadly, man. You see, one of Drake mans already got shot up. I don't know if you remember that back in the day. Uh,
Seemed like I may have remember a little bit.
the shit was on video. One of Drake homies, I forgot the dude's name. Was his name 50 or some shit, man? But his ass got shot up in Toronto, man. It was on tape, man. He was trying to get into his apartment, man, and he got shot up like Sonny in the toll booth on The Godfather.
It was like a hit.
It was a hit, and that was one of Drake's boys. He was a street dude,
right?
But Drake aligned himself with him. So
right.
What I'm saying is, like, you never know what type of ties people have in Toronto, man.
That's what a lot of artists do. You know, even if they ain't about that life, you know, they're gonna get that muscle. They're gonna get that person that can give them that validation. And you know how the streets intertwine with the rap game, anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
All behind
So
money at the end of the day, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everybody want a piece of the action.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody want a piece of the action, you know.
People are definitely willing to crash out about, over money, man.
Yep. Hey, bro,
Definitely.
I'm gonna take it down tonight, man.
All right, brother. I appreciate you coming on, man. You kind of helped save the day a little bit, man. For real.
That's what's up, man. Hit me up, man. Let me know next time, man. I just was strolling and seeing you. I was like, let me see what he's talking about tonight.
Yeah, because I don't be on here too often. Yeah. But I was like, hey, man, we had to talk about the Kendrick, bring it back. So
that's what's up, man. All right, y'all be easy, bro.
Hey, man.
All right, man.
Hey, man. Good talking to you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yeah. See if it drop down. Bam! Yes, sir.
Understand.
Oh yeah. Glad you found your way in. And let me ask you a question though. What you think? Did you hear the Shaq diss towards Shannon Sharp?
Hell no, I ain't hear that shit, man.
You didn't hear that?
I ain't hear that shit. I ain't get a chance to listen to it, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't get a chance to listen to it, man.
Hey,
I did not.
Coop, did you hear that Shaq diss towards Shannon Sharp? Coop was still in here. He was in the chat. Nah, I think he might be heating up some noodles or something.
I was gonna say, see if you can get him in, man. Like there you go.
He said, "Wait, Shaq got a diss." Yeah, Shaq.
Hey,
Shaq did a Shannon Sharp diss, man.
Hey, tell him I had to switch to my phone, man, to get on live, man.
I think he's on the. Hey, Coop, you on your phone, right?
I heard he was saying that he was trying to get on through his laptop.
Okay. Cause what happened is you popped up at the bottom, and it gave me an option to let you join.
It wouldn't give me that option on my laptop, so I had to switch over to the phone, and the phone is the option is right there, like click the request.
Yeah, that's probably what it is then, Coop. He said he tried both, but I don't know.
Damn. I don't know. Next time, man, we'll just have to do it like the regular and maybe upload it to Facebook or some shit afterwards,
Yeah. We can figure it out, man. You just gotta work the kinks.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying? Man. What's gonna happen is next time we're gonna have to just get on and play with it before we get into the we gotta do a dress rehearsal before we do the show. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Just because once we figure out how to use the tools, it'll be easy. You know what I'm saying?
It's just trial and error.
Figure it out. But I'm gonna put this, upload. I probably chopped it up a little bit because we had little times of non-conversation. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Trying to work the kinks out. But now we know.
Yep. No Diddy.
no Drizzy.
No Drizzy. No Drizzy. Yeah, to bag it up. I'm interested to see what they're gonna come with. You know what I mean? What the what is music about to go next with what just happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How it's gonna be, man. I'm like super interested.
yeah.
You know,
I definitely don't think that Drake is done.
right?
I don't think that Kendrick Lamar is done either. I mean, I think both of them right now are just working on music, working on songs, working on disses, going back and forth with each other. I think Drake, like I said, man, to be honest with you, I think Drake kind of emptied the clip on the Heart Part 6. Like he emptied the clip. Like I think everything that he had for Kendrick came out on the Heart Part 6. And unless he can come up with some concrete evidence that Kendrick really did put hands on his fiance, unless he can come out with some concrete evidence that Dave Free really is the father of Whitney's child, like it's nothing more that he could say, man, to to put a dent in Kendrick's armor, man. Like
But that video did not look too good for Drake that he had. You know, hugging up on the 17-year-old and all that.
it
Like
absolutely,
it wasn't even that he gave her a hug, but it was all the commentary that went down after he found out she was 17. That's not really a good
yeah.
look, you know.
This nigga kissed her like 4 times, bro.
Yeah,
He
and he was like,
kissed her like
"Oh,
4 times.
I love how your breasts feel on
Yes.
me." Like
Nigga, come on,
that wasn't, you know.
you 17. As soon as you tell me you 17, man, I may give you a hug and send you on your way
Yeah,
because you
oh, that's sweet.
right.
Thank you, my. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not
He
to
turned
kiss
into,
you.
oh, oh,
Yeah,
like,
I'm not talking
hey, man,
breasts. Like I'm not doing that, yo.
right,
But he
right,
did it anyway. So
right,
that looks nasty, man. And the thing is, before Kendrick brought up this, P file stuff, right?
right.
Before he brought all that stuff up, no one was talking about that video. But
I never heard of that video.
me neither.
I never saw the video. I never heard of the video. I mean, they was talking about him for talking to Lotto's sister, but regardless what you think about that, that woman grown.
Right.
You 21, you grown. You feel what I'm
Grown
saying?
right.
So even though she young, like you can think how you think about the how that looks socially, but you know that's a grown
Right.
woman. But
Right.
I heard him say talk about that. You know, I ain't think nothing about that, but the video that wasn't a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It definitely wasn't a good look, man. And I think like the perspective of like coming from Drake's like side or whatever, Drake has a history of, you know, not really dealing with women within his age range. Because all of this stuff is coming out. Like on what's the double album, Scorpion, right? He had a song about Georgia Smith, and I think Georgia Smith was like 17 or 18 years old or some shit. And he was saying how he can't wait till she comes of age, and how he was so heartbroken when he found out she had a boyfriend, and come to find out she was like 17 or 18 years old at the time. And at the time Drake dropped Scorpion, he was like 34, 35. So it's just like a bunch of weird instances where Drake is
And
kind of,
Coop said and texting to the girl from Stranger Things too.
yeah, Millie Bobby Brown or some shit. I think her name is.
I do not know the details of that. I did hear something of that.
Yeah,
I
Millie.
ain't see it. I ain't hear it.
Yeah, she's an
You know,
actress that plays on Stranger Things. I've never seen the show.
right?
I've heard of it, but I think she was
It was a very popular show on
right.
Netflix.
Yeah, it was popular, but she was like one of the actresses on there, and I think she started when she was like 15, and Drake would send her text messages like they was communicating back and forth and shit. Like, why are you talking to a 15-year-old, man? I don't give a fuck if you giving her advice or not, man. Like, 15 is 15, bro. Like, what do you have to talk about to a 15-year-old through text message?
Yeah, you shouldn't be. Let me find out. You might communicate with my 15-year-old daughter.
Right.
You just texting. I just check
Yeah.
and see how.
Seeing how you was
I'm
doing,
about to
like that's
check and see how you is too, bro.
right. Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
So I mean,
So
it's just a bunch of weird instances, man, where it's just not looking good, man. Plus, like, what's the girl named Holly Bieber, Justin Bieber's wife? This nigga took her out on a date when she first turned 18. Like, just weird shit, man. And all this stuff is documented, man. But people, they overlook it. But if you research, this stuff is out there, man. This stuff is out there. Holly Bieber with Drake, the 17-year-old that's out there. Drake was sued for sexual assault back in the day. Many people forgot about that.
I wasn't aware of it.
Thank you. But it's out there. Drake did. Kendrick did his homework, man. That's all I can say. Because this shit is sticking more than the whole wife beater thing. It's sticking way more. Like,
Say OV ho.
OV ho. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit is sticking, man. And I think the hard part 6 by Drake was like Damage Control. At the end of the day, it was Damage Control. He tried his best to deflect the allegations, and at the end of the day, it kind of made him look weak. Even though I thought it was a good song, first couple listens, but listening back to it, it's like, man, you on the defense, bro. You showing your weakness a little bit.
That's why I think he just said he ain't come back with nothing.
Exactly, because he couldn't top he couldn't top Not Like Us, man.
Right.
He couldn't do it. Not at the time, anyway. Like, he couldn't go back in a day release a hit.
I think he thought he like sealed it up with the Family Matter.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, yeah.
He was too arrogant.
He dropped the gear.
Right. Exactly.
He dropped the gear.
Yeah. Like, he underestimated his opponent at the end of the day, man. Yeah. He underestimated Kendrick. He thought just because he took 5 years off and he dropped an album that really didn't connect to the masses like that with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, he thought that Kendrick just lost his footing in hip hop. And he thought that he could just dominate him with whatever kind of bullshit that he could come up with.
Because he been running the court for the past several years just because Kendrick ain't come to the gym. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when Kendrick came to the gym, it's another story.
Right. He found out that Kendrick had his own in-house gym.
Yeah. He been in there. He been in there sharpening.
Exactly.
Sharpening the skills. So to speak. This ain't my best form of Kendrick though. Like I said, this ain't like this ain't the Kendrick I like the best. You know what I'm saying? As far as this rap style he using, you know what I'm saying? But I still enjoyed it. I still liked it, and I still like Not Like Us. It's growing more and more on me. Like, I like it, but it's like every time, every day go by, you start hearing it, you kind of like, you feeling it. And the next day after the battle, I'm walking around, it's just hitting that throughout the day because it's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
So,
and the one-liners, man, they infectious. Like Kendrick,
he got to us on a subconscious level.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, but I'm probably looking to wrap it up myself.
Yes, sir.
And I want to say this just for the record because it's our first time doing this, without my boy Tony.
Right.
So long live Tony.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace,
For
Tony.
those who don't know, he did transition last year. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Tyson, man.
Rest in peace, Tyson, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Good brother, man.
But,
gone but never forgot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Coop, you got something you want to sprinkle in right quick before we sign off, man?
And Coop
I don't know if it's coming late or if it's,
Coop probably ducked off somewhere, man. He probably snoring right now.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't sleep. Long live Tony. That's right, man.
Tony.
For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, man, this was good, man. Like, this is just we sharpening our skills, man. So.
Oh yeah.
We definitely got to get on this shit though.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to do too much more podcasts, but if y'all want to do it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? We just come together and do it. Not
Right.
that I'm against it, but I was just like, yo, you gotta round everybody up, get it done. But you
Yeah.
know, I'm down. I'm gonna keep posting stuff, and then we're gonna build this thing on up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Regardless, because it's still a brick. It's part of a brick in a building, and it's like when the building is up, then everybody still win. You know what I'm saying? Because if
Right.
you got a piece of the building, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So
Yeah. I
these
think.
videos will stay up forever.
Right.
Well, you know what I mean? He said I'm on delay, I guess. Yep. But
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up, man. Good conversation, man. I think we should get back, like, do like a formal type of, pod or whatever,
right,
like sitting down, like breaking down everything. I think
right,
like more so like a free form, but
right.
we should definitely like get back in there and like really kind of go in depth about, you know, all this shit, man. So, but
Yep.
yeah, we'll get to it
Yep.
though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Inshallah. You
Inshallah,
know.
man.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. I Coop. I'm out too, bro. I'm gonna put finish. Try to download. I think it'll stay up for a while anyway. So we out,
All
people.
right, cool.
Appreciate y'all. Yep.